One of the world's largest cryptocurrency platforms, Coinbase, is under SEC investigation for cryptocurrency listings. The stock itself has been getting crushed, and Bitcoin also getting crushed recently. And now today, this big news with Coinbase under investigation. What is going on? I'm going to break it down right here in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Patrick here, live from the moon. Cryptocurrency taking a big beating this week, especially now with Coinbase under SEC investigation for cryptocurrency listings. You can see here on seekingalpha.com the news that the SEC is investigating. So the story is that the SEC is looking into Coinbase if it improperly let Americans trade digital assets that should have been registered as securities. The U.S. SEC scrutiny of Coinbase has increased since the platform expanded the number of tokens in which it's offering trading. And it's interesting because Coinbase has definitely been listing a lot of really crappy coins and a lot of questionable coins trying to get volume. The agency probes into an alleged insider trading scheme that led the regulator last week to sue a former Coinbase manager and two other people. We've talked about this before, actually, with Coinbase in the past. I would say back in like 2017, whenever a cryptocurrency would be listed on Coinbase, there was always a question: were the insiders at Coinbase buying that coin before it was listed? I'm going to say that there was probably some insider trading. Obviously, I don't know for sure the facts, but I'm thinking that there's a lot of people working at Coinbase, and if somebody found out that there was going to be a listing for some crappy coin, you know, normally when a coin is listed on Coinbase, it experiences some volatility. You get a big spike in volume, things like that. Former employee violated its insider trading rules by leaking information to help his brother and a friend buy tokens just before they were listed on the platform. Like I just said, I literally just said that. With cryptocurrency seeing significant drop in its market prices, U.S. regulators are now overseeing the digital currencies more closely, as it believes that trading platforms should do more to protect retail investors. Coinbase let Americans trade more than 150 tokens, making it the largest U.S. trading platform. The company posted an entry on its blog that Coinbase does not list securities, end of story. Obviously, it's never good news when the SEC is looking into a company or a coin or, you know, a stock. Cryptocurrency obviously always under the microscope here, but now with Coinbase, the largest cryptocurrency platform here in the USA, getting investigated, this is not good news, especially for the stock price. You can see the stock here. Today, Coinbase gapping down from the $68 level it closed yesterday, and then closing down there at $52.99. So overall on the day, it's down about 21%. So from that 63 area, it's just been sell basically all day there. And what's amazing, if you look at the daily chart here on Coinbase, let's zoom out. Look at the all-time high on Coinbase, up at the $420 level. I mean, 360 back there in November of 2021. And ever since then, it has been getting murdered. A lot of that obviously is correlating with Bitcoin. So like you saw here in the video, the article talking about Coinbase was posted here on Seeking Alpha. There's a lot of information. You got a lot of different analysis. You got the news. You got all this stuff going on right there on seekingalpha.com. You can also get a 50% discount if you sign up with my link down below. So check them out, seekingalpha.com, link down below. 50% discount for my subscribers. I'm there for you guys, my friends. Let's get back into this Coinbase debacle. And as you can see here, comparing the Bitcoin chart up top and the Coinbase chart below, Bitcoin and Coinbase basically trading almost like exactly the same. And then today, Bitcoin actually selling off as well. So not helping Coinbase today. Now Coinbase is down 20%. The question is now, how low can Coinbase go? Coinbase has already been down to that $50 level. You had a recent spike in Bitcoin, and that led to a spike in Coinbase. Is this the end of Coinbase? I don't know if it's the end. I'm not going to say it's the end by any means. And I think there's obviously a huge correlation between cryptocurrency and Coinbase, the app itself. But you know, when you really look at the overall fundamentals of the company, I mean, they're printing money. They're seriously printing money. And then, but obviously, this is very bearish news. No one knows for sure what's going to happen. If they end up getting fined, if they end up having to delist tokens, if they end up getting shut down, I highly doubt they're going to get shut down. But again, we never really know exactly how these things play out until they end up playing out. But if you're going to be buying Coinbase, I would wait for kind of maybe some resolution out of this. But right now, Bitcoin pulling back here as well. So if we look at the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin at that $20,000 level. Recently, Bitcoin pushing up to almost $25,000 and then pulling back. We've got the interest rates, we've got the GDP, we've got all the top earnings for tech companies. So there's a lot of stuff going on this week in the stock market, and I think that's going to reflect in the price of Bitcoin as well. With the overall market, if it's crashing, if the overall market is crashing, I don't see Bitcoin finding support. Everybody got really excited when Bitcoin pushed from that $20,000 level up there to $24,000, but I remained bearish because I still believe that Bitcoin overall can still go much lower from here. If you look at this move right now, I think, it's more of a bear flag than anything when you kind of look at this setup right now. I mean, right there, as it's looking right now, that's looking pretty bear flaggy there on the daily chart. And the idea here is I would say Bitcoin moves down to, that $11,000, $10,000 level. If that happens, obviously Coinbase probably has another 20, 30, 40% lower to go as well. I mean, there's some support down there at that $40 to $50 level on Coinbase. But again, I don't see Bitcoin just magically going to the moon. Until Bitcoin finds a bull market, until we get into a bull market with Bitcoin, well, I think Coinbase is going to continue to sell. So I would be careful loading up on Coinbase right here. But again, it really comes down to where your overall risk tolerance is. I mean, who really knows exactly where the bottom is on this thing? I mean, maybe we get down to like $10, $20 at that point. It really depends. If Bitcoin finds support and Bitcoin starts to break to the upside, maybe there's opportunity to play into Coinbase opportunity here. But again, we're thinking about what's going on with the SEC and this investigation and all that stuff. So got to be careful. We got to be, kind of vigilant here and really kind of think about the options. Like, is this a good risk to reward, especially with Bitcoin going down, Coinbase going down? I think the overall market's probably going to go down after the news this week. We'll see. We don't know for sure. I'm not going to buy the idea that we've magically just come out of a bear market all of a sudden and then the market's going to go to all-time highs again. But there are people out there that believe that. There are people out there that believe we're going to be back at all-time highs by the end of 2022. So we'll see what happens. A lot of stuff is hinging or dependent on what happens with the Fed on Wednesday and then the GDP on Thursday. Basically, cryptocurrency is getting murdered. Now Coinbase getting murdered. Now with this SEC investigation, is this a time to be buying Coinbase? I'm going to say that, like I said, until we see something change in the cryptocurrency space, until we see Bitcoin, start to go bull market, I don't think there's a reason to buy Coinbase at this point. And then also you got to ask yourself, like, is it better to buy Coinbase or is it better to buy Bitcoin? Like, what's the better play here? You think about Coinbase from $50 back to $100, that's a 100% move. You think about Bitcoin from the $20,000 to $40,000, like what's going to happen first? If Bitcoin can go from 20 to 40, I would obviously think that Coinbase would probably go up to $100 as well, but it really just depends on the overall action and also the idea of people actually trading and buying and selling, because Coinbase obviously needs people buying and selling cryptocurrency. When crypto is getting sold off, when it's crashing, people aren't really buying it. They're not really trading it. They're not FOMOing into it. There's not millions and millions of people trying to buy. No worries. Let's pay the fees on Coinbase, and it's very questionable. So that's my breakdown. The big news today with Coinbase under scrutiny from the SEC. Not a good look.
Yeah.